Scrapbookers, this is Megan. Hannah and I are back today with another sketch challenge. So if you want to, after you watch this video, head on over to Hannah's channel. I have a link down below and you can check out the video that she made with this sketch. So I just got my Click Kit. It's kind of late in the month, but I got it and I was so excited because it is very, very pretty. I have boys, and so I was kind of like, well, I don't know how this is going to work, but I really, really love how this layout turned out. So I decided to use this yellow gradient paper on the back, and this collection is the We Are Memory Keepers Wildflower. And I really, really love the colors. It's like yellows and reds and blues, and it's not like bright red or anything like that. It's like a medium red. And then there's navies and kind of peaches in it, and it's a really nice color palette. I really like it. Okay, so the sketch called for a square photo. So what I did first was I cut my photo down. I think it was like 4 by 4, I think is what I ended up doing, maybe a little bit less than 4 by 4. And here I am going to back the photo on, or I'm just cutting a mat for the photo on this red paper, and I'm going to kind of put it at an angle. I really, really loved the layering on this layout, and I actually tried making this layout twice because the first one I made I just did not like at all. It just I was not happy with it. So this is the second layout I've made using this sketch, and I really, really like this one a lot better than the first one. So here what I'm doing is I'm just creating the first layer behind the photo, and I wanted to use part of that top of the floral paper and have it be on the bottom, just sticking out so you can see that little mint floral cluster. It has kind of red and pink flowers at the bottom. And so I just cut it in half and flipped it over, and that's why I did that. So I probably didn't need to do that, but I just wanted the paper to on a specific side, and so that's why I cut it in half. Okay, so then I did a second layer right underneath that floral paper, and then I'm going to cut out some of that chevron paper. Oh, I did try using the back of that blue paper, but I didn't really like the pattern. So here I'm going to use this it's kind of like a chevron paper. It's got a bunch of triangles on it and arrows and things. And I'm just going to cut a little strip of that and put it behind the layers at the top. And I was trying to follow the sketch very closely for the layering because I really, really loved the layering, and I'm horrible at layering. It's not my strongest suit, and I'm jealous of people that can layer. I don't know, for some reason I see all these amazing layered, pattern papers and layouts and things, and it just never seems to turn out the way I want it. But so I decided to follow the sketch very closely, and here I'm just cutting apart papers and just gluing them together. For this layer, I did decide to use this layer that I'm working on right now is kind of like a greenish blue, and it's also a gradient paper like the background, and so I decided to use the darker part of the gradient just so that it would stand out a little bit more. And then here I'm cutting apart some of this floral paper, and I'm actually going to use the other side. This is one of my favorite papers from this collection. I love anything chevron, and these colors on this paper were just awesome. I loved it. So I was so excited to use it on this layout. And then by the end, I was thinking I would have it kind of stick out from the side, but then at the end I just decided to have it stick out from the top, and you can barely even see it. You can see the other papers more. So I just thought that was kind of funny. And then here I'm like gutting it because I'm like, oh, I want to use the inside as much as I can, and then I ended up just sticking it out the top. So I was like, well, that was perfect. So now I am going to start embellishing. And there were these tabs on the sticker sheet for the collection. And it says date on it, so I'm just going to put it to the right and I'm going to end up stamping the date on it. I apologize if you can hear my dog. He's in here with a very squeaky toy. Here, Max. And he doesn't want to give it up, so I'm sorry, you're going to hear him squeak. Okay, so then I decided I wanted to use, there's a sticker on the sticker sheet that says adventure, and I really, really loved the color of it. It was kind of like a mint, a gradient of a mint color. So I'm going to have the title be Wonderful Adventure. And this is a photo of my oldest son, Jonas, and it's his first baseball game from this summer. And so here I'm just pulling off the sticker word adventure, and I'm placing it on some wax paper. I use wax paper to put down my titles so that I can kind of play around with the placement of them and they're not stuck all the way down. And I really, really like that. If you haven't been watching me for very long, I've been doing that for a while, and I got the idea from Mercy Tiara. She is amazing. You guys need to go follow her if you're not. Okay, so then I also had this sticker from the sticker sheet. It says My Favorite Memories. And then there was one that said favorite and another one that said My Sunshine. And I thought I would place all three of those down there at the bottom. And I'm going to leave them there for a little while. But, oh, I got to sneeze. Excuse me. This is the best video ever, isn't it? Yeah, so I left them there for a little bit, but then I decided I didn't really like how that looked. So I pulled off the butterfly from the sticker sheet, put the My Sunshine sticker next to it, and then I'm going to put the favorite up above the photo on the right-hand side. Okay, so now I'm just putting down the title. I decided to put the title, the word wonderful, up at the top, and then adventure is going to be down at the bottom. And I just liked how that looked, much better than the title being all at the bottom. Especially since the word wonderful kind of blended in with the bottom there. So yeah, this week my kids have off of school. I have one of my kids at home right now. My other two are at therapy. And so if you can hear noises outside the room, it's him watching My Little Pony, because that's his favorite thing to do right now at this moment. So here I'm just using my Tombow Aqua Glue to glue down a couple of the adventure stickers. Some of them didn't stick so well going down for a second time, and so I just wanted to make sure that they all stuck where they were supposed to go and that they wouldn't be coming up later. Okay, so now I'm pretty much done. I'm going to stamp the date, which was June 11th, 2015. And then I'm going to write the journaling down at the bottom right underneath the word adventure. So here I'm stamping the date, and then I'm also going to stamp the excess ink off to the bottom left of the photo. And I've been doing that a lot lately. I just kind of like the way that looks. So here I'm just testing out a pen. I have some old Zig memory system pens, and they don't work very well. So I was testing it to make sure, to see if it would work, and it wouldn't work. So then I pulled out a different pen, which I think is, let's see, it's a Slick Writer from American Crafts, and it's just in navy, or I guess it's called blue. And so I'm just going to do the journaling, and the journaling is going to say, Jonas was ready and excited for the first baseball game of the summer. I love how happy he is in this photo. That's my boy. And then I believe that is the end of the layout. That's all I end up doing. So be sure to go and check out Hannah's layout and see what she did with this sketch. And we will be back next week. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Bye.